Alright guys, in this video, let's talk about how to escape your 9 to 5 with YouTube, leave your dead-end job and make money online, even if you've got no skills or qualifications. Okay, who am I first? Why are you even going to listen to me? Who is this fraud with only 75 subscribers? Right, so first off, my name is Sean Jones. A little overview of me. I'm a martial arts enthusiast, personal trainer, gym owner, online coach, YouTuber and personal brand mentor. I help people build and monetize an audience so they can leave the 9 to 5 jobs and achieve the freedom they desire. It sounds pretty general. There's a lot of people out there who do this sort of thing, but this is literally what I do. And I'm going to help you if you listen to this video and employ everything that I tell you, and you watch this channel and you subscribe for the weekly content. I guarantee that you will make faster progress than trying to do this on your own and freestyling it. First off, I'm nothing special at all. I'm a below average student. I've got 4 GCSEs. I dropped out of college, number 1. I was doing sports. That lasted about 6 weeks there. I had a 37% attendance in my second college, and the only reason why I actually passed and got my diploma in music technology, which I'm good at, is because I cheated. And then I dropped out of university after the first year, and that's where I did music technology. The reason why I dropped out is because it was crap, and it was biased towards classical instrument players, and I just wanted to be a hip-hop producer. Anyway, the only jobs that I've had was I worked in my uncle's gym for about 6 months on Saturday and Sunday, and used to get £20. Bloody fantastic. And I've had 3 bartending jobs, but it allowed me to save up for my PT course. So my career path, if you want to call it that, is I became a PT. I eventually invested in my own private personal training facility. If you want to look it up online, it's called Raise the Bar Liverpool. That is my gym. Okay, we've got a pretty good track record over the last 10 years of transforming 2,000 clients' lives. Done a lot of online coaching. I do a lot of personal branding with the coaches in my gym. So my main job really is I help the PTs in my gym get a bigger client base, get bigger on social media, and build the online coaching presence. That's it. And then YouTube. And I've got a few things after YouTube, but they're the main things that most people know me for. And here's just some screenshots of some money, because I know that people need to see that sort of stuff. So these are just some little side hustles, you know, some of me main hustles, just for a bit of credibility. I haven't got a Ferrari. I'm not really a materialistic guy, but there's some figures for you, okay? I do all right. Common misconception, you don't need qualifications, guys. So I personally was set for failure and watched all of my friends and family surpass me academically. So I remember feeling like a little bit like the runt of the litter out of me family and friends, because everyone was getting like 10, 12 A to C's in the GCSEs, then going on and getting the A levels, and I was the one who just didn't excel. But I did have ambitions to do something other than just sitting in an office and working my way up through the bands. And, you know, oh, now I'm earning £22,000 a year. Now I'm earning £26,000 per year. Oh, bloody fantastic. So I knew that I was destined for more. I just didn't want to sit in a bloody shitty little office or do some sort of tradesman job, or basically just work for someone else in general. So this idea that you need to get back to university or college to go into debt to get a degree, so then in 3 to 5 years time you can eventually get a higher paid job and make an extra 5 to 10,000 per year, is outdated. What a bloody waste of time that is. So by the time you spent those 3 years studying, you could have learned a new skill in a matter of weeks or months, and then monetize that skill or teach that skill to other people. You only have to be a few steps ahead of people in order to make money from teaching that skill to other people. My PT qualification was literally done in 6 weeks, and then it took me 2 months to find a private gym after I qualified. Then within 2 months I was earning £2,000 per month, and this was the most I've ever earned in my life as a 22-year-old. I'm so used to getting paid only £3.70 an hour. Now I'm making £2 a month teaching people how to lift weights and lose a little bit of fat. I was living the dream. So here's some examples for you. You could invest in a course on sales and then do remote selling or DM setting for brands and companies. Right? You could take a course on video editing and then within a matter of a few months be making £50 to £200 per video that you edit for YouTubers or business owners on Instagram, social media. So you could invest in a camera, shoot some free content for business owners for practice, and then charge £300 to £750 per month. on a retainer to shoot monthly content for them. You could take a course on how to run meta ads, so Facebook and Instagram ads, then ask companies or coaches to run their ads for them with the intention of getting them more clients. I know plenty of people who do this. The possibilities are endless. But Sean, this is a lot of work. Oh, I'm comfortable in my normal job. You can't wish for a better life and an easy life at the same time. If you want an easy life, just stick in your same old job. Do that until you retire. Then maybe when you're 70 odd years old, you'll have a little bit of money left in the bank, little bit of a pension, and you can try surviving on $1,500 a month. So you must work for a better life. You don't deserve anything in this world, but there are easier, more practical options to earn more money. And this right here is the ultimate side hustle. The clue is in the title. It's YouTube. YouTube is the best way to make an extra £1,000 to £3,000 or dollars per month from your bedroom with just 1 to 2 hours per night. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. You don't have to do Mr. Beast style editing. You don't need to go and film in public and have these big elaborate production value videos and embarrassing yourself. You don't need to do vlogs walking down the street. Hey guys, look at me. Da, da, da. I know you haven't got the confidence to do that. Even I feel a little bit embarrassed doing that stuff. You don't need time consuming documentaries, right? You can make money just reacting to videos that you are interested in. If you're watching this, then you watch YouTube. So why not just make money from reacting to the videos that you already watch? This is exactly what I did and many others do. So this is my channel, right? I don't hide my channel. Some of these make money online guru fellas and these channels that tell you how to grow on YouTube don't show you their channels that they've made money from. Do you know why? Because often their channels fail or the channels get shut down by YouTube because they're all AI generated. YouTube doesn't like that and it will shut down your channel, and you've got to mess around with your IP address and you've got to have your own server to basically upload your videos from. It's an absolute bloody nightmare. This is my channel. I'm on 268,000 subscribers at the moment, and these are my stats from the last 90 days. Another thing, a lot of these channels, they might have made money in the past, but then the channels are dead now, so they won't show you the latest stats. Here's my latest stats. Last 90 days, go and check the channel. You can see 8.8 million views, 733,000 hours of watch time, 36,000 subscribers, and 22k in ad revenue. Now, this isn't crazy special. I actually try not to let me YouTube revenue go too high. I try and keep it low. When my revenue starts going up, I pull back on my uploads a little bit. I'm not even going to get into it, just the state of this country right now, but you get me points. The channel is right there. And this channel that you're watching right now is my little side project channel. And I made this channel to document my journey, to give value to anyone out there who needs help. Some of you might ask, well, Sean, if you're already successful, you've got a gym, you've got all these personal trainers that work for you, you're an online coach, why start a YouTube channel? And why are you selling a course? Because I do have a how to grow on YouTube course straight up. But why do you do all that if you're already successful? Well, here you go. In 2023, I got extremely sick. I was in and out of the hospital with heart issues, and I had a host of other debilitating symptoms. I had no energy. I couldn't focus on my main business. I had no energy to play with my little boy. So I went all in on YouTube with the 1 hour of energy that I had on a daily basis, reacting to videos that I was already watching, giving me thoughts, and literally pressing upload. Okay, so because I only had pretty much 1 hour of energy on a daily basis, I was like, right, okay, I need to streamline this process because I haven't got enough energy to be doing these big long-winded videos where I'm putting all this research into it and then I'm doing all this crazy editing. I just need to keep this process simple and short and easy. And that's the system that I perfected. And then 8 months later, I was making £9,000 to £10,000 per month. By the way, still sick. At pretty much the worst state that I'd ever been in. I didn't have to go into work, even though it was my business. I am the boss, but a lot of you guys work for someone else. Didn't have to go into work. No one was telling me what to do. No boss. No one asking me for anything. No one else to please. No one had any leverage over me anymore. And just a little bit of a side note on that. So obviously I've got personal trainers in my gym, and I noticed in the past when the gym would be struggling a little bit, especially post-COVID, some of the PTs felt like they had leverage over me because they knew that if they left, it would put the gym at a less profitable position, and they'd take the clients with them and I would no longer be getting rent. So they felt like they could be cheeky little bastards sometimes. And I couldn't really do anything about it because it was my only source of income. Sorted that out now. Now I'm just like, I don't give a shit. And I mean, touch wood, we have less problems than ever now that I'm happier and I'm just smashing it myself. Anyway, a little bit of a side tangent there. But this is when I finally felt free, is when I was just all in on YouTube. And I was like, do you know what? No one can say shit to me anymore. Fuck yous. I'm smashing it. So here is exactly how I did it. This is what you guys have probably came for. I'm going to give you the formula right here on how to start a channel, even if you don't know what it is you want to talk about on your channel. Pause this video if need be and take 2 minutes to write down all of your previous jobs that you've had, any previous experiences that you've had, like holidays or drug experiences. Maybe you've overcome some sort of alcoholism. I don't know, bad experiences, good experiences. Write them down. Anything that comes to mind. What skills do you have? Are you really good at DIY? Are you really knowledgeable on fighting or money or accounting? Or maybe it's something like gaming or music. It can be anything in the world, anything that you have a knowledge base, even if you're not an expert, just something that you have a general knowledge base in, even if it's films, movies, drama series, crime, technology, anything. Write down all of those skills. Write down your values as well. What are your general values as a human being, as a man, as a woman? What are your interests? So you might not be that skilled in something, but you're really interested in it. So an example might be football. I've said this in some of the videos on this channel. I know a lad who he's not that great at football, but he started the channel just commentating the latest football matches, and now he makes about $15,000 a month just from YouTube talking about the footy. That's it. And then what are your hobbies? And when you fill it out, it should look something like this. Jobs: gym assistant, bartender, personal trainer, gym owner, business coach. Experiences: traveled the world, dated and slept with hot girls, man, worked with the best business mentors. What are my skills? Fighting, not even that great at fighting. Fitness, strength, coaching, sales, marketing, content creation, video editing, growing businesses, copywriting. Values: traditional, men are leaders, depression doesn't exist. Oh shit, censor that. Interests: MMA, fitness, business, podcast, reading books, networking with successful men, science, physics, space, music. Write it all down. What are your hobbies and what you do for fun? Family time, holidays, hanging with mates, gaming, watching TV, really. Kickboxing, skating, making music. That's it. Write all this down and you'll have a better idea what your channel can be about. So what can we do with all this information? Well, out of all of these, what can you talk about all day at full length for and find fun? Because if there's something that you just love talking about, make a channel around that. And I know it's not that simple. There's an actual formula to follow, but that's how you get started. Little example: my main interests: martial arts, fighting, fitness, business, money, self-development, music. And look, there's my martial arts channel, 268,000 subscribers. There's my fitness channel, pushing me app, pushing me online coaching. Here is my business and self-development channel. And then music. Most people don't know, but I make music. Always have done. So although it's not that simple, if you want to make money on YouTube and be successful, you have to follow a formula, because less than 1% of YouTube channels make money. They don't know how YouTube works because the algorithm is forever changing. We're in October 2025 at the moment, and the YouTube algorithm has just changed again. It's always changing. You always have to adapt, and most people haven't got a clue what they're actually doing. And check this out, even a smaller percentage of channels which do get monetized manage to make enough money on a regular basis to replace their full-time regular job. And I want to emphasize there, on a regular basis, because any YouTube channel can make 50 grand within a month, but then they can't replicate that, right? And that is the key, being able to replicate it and have sustained success. So many channels just throw shit at the wall and hope that it sticks. And then when something takes off, they rarely assess why that video took off, and they rarely make the course corrections to have that continued success. Or even worse, they have the wrong type of content go viral on the channel. They get loads of new subscribers come in through that content, but then when they go back to the old regular content, no one's watching. So they end up getting trapped in a corner where none of their regular videos gets any traction, despite the fact they've had this one video take off. This is something I have dealt with personally, but I know how to course correct. So growing on YouTube is not about luck. I am fed up of hearing people say this. Oh, it's all about luck. You just got caught up in the algorithm and there you go. That's why you're successful. It's not about that at all, because that happens to hundreds, thousands of people, and they just can't replicate the same virality. So let me put it this way. Even if blowing up on YouTube and making money on YouTube was about luck, then by definition, if a creator was lucky, that means they wouldn't be able to replicate that success with every video, because that would require every single video to be lucky to get into the algorithm. That already shuts down that argument that YouTube is about luck. So here is a perfect example of why YouTube is not about luck. So this is my stats for 2023, January through to December. I gained 106,000 subscribers. Now, some people might have just said that that's luck, and it's just because there was a lot of hype around my channel initially. And some of those people probably felt proven correct when you look at my stats for 2024, January to December. I only gained 52,000 subscribers, less than half of the subscribers. Yet I thought YouTube, you're meant to grow exponentially. Now, I did make a little bit more money, but that's because the majority of my money in 2023 was made in the last 6 months of the year. Okay, I got 23 million views in 2024. I got 25 million views in 2023. But once again, that's 25 million views, and the majority of those views came from August to December, whereas I had a whole 12 months in 2024 and I actually got less views. So some people might perceive that as luck, but these are my stats in 2025, January to October, so not even the full 12 months yet. 29 million views. So I've already done more views in 2025 than I did in 2023, than I did in 2024, and it hasn't even been the full year yet. And I've doubled the amount of subscribers that I've gained this year than I did last year, and I've made more money as well. Oh, and I've uploaded less. So some would say that in 2024 I was falling off and that I was just lucky in 2023, because in 2024 there was days where I would lose subscribers, yet I knew in 2024 that I was making mistakes, and I was self-aware enough to course correct and adjust my direction accordingly. I knew exactly what corrections to make because I documented every step of my YouTube journey throughout 2023 and 2024. I made note of everything that worked and didn't work, and I assessed me analytics and made the adjustments from there. And I will literally show you those notes right now. So this is my note-taking app, Notion. I might have to blur some of this out, and these were all of the lessons that I learned along the way, all the mistakes. So in order to get my channel growing again, I studied my own lessons and my own documentation that I made. I stopped listening to what people were saying, and then I doubled down on what I knew worked for my channel. And now I'm back on track. So when you've got a formula and a system, it's so much easier to grow on YouTube. You can't just wing it. You can't just freestyle it. Otherwise, you will fail. If you're freestyling it, the amount of effort that you'll need to put in is just going to be exponentially more. You have to follow a system. So if you do want to start a YouTube channel and make an extra £1,000 to £3,000 per month reacting to videos, or even like me, £8,000 to £15,000 per month reacting to videos, then I've made my YouTube growth machine available to join. This was previously only exclusive to the personal trainers in my gym, just to help them grow on YouTube so they can get more clients. But now I've made it available for everyone to join. And if you are interested in this, then you can click the link below and you can watch the free training that I've made. Just click this button right here, enter your name and your email, and you can watch this free training. This video will show you the potential of YouTube and also a bit more of a deep dive on how I did it. And that's it, guys. Drop a like on this video, subscribe for weekly content like this. See you on the next one.